We are celebrating year 6. We started off with one block of entertainment as a fundraiser to make awareness to Main Street Bartow businesses through Main Street Bartow. They tested it with one block, and I had 2,500 people show up the first year. The next year, they said, well, we need to give you a little bit more space, so I got 2 blocks. 6,000 people showed up. The next year, they said, we need to give you 2 more blocks, and so forth and so forth. Last year, 2018, year 5, we had close to 25,000 people show up to downtown Bartow.
It was kind of an ideal that Sean and Lori Serditzky had and came and presented it to Main Street. And of course, here at Main Street, we look for any opportunity to bring people to the downtown area to show them what all the great things that we have to offer, the businesses. And so it was a partnership between us and Sean and Lori, and it has just grown since it was started, each year having a new theme, and it has become hugely popular.
We have everything from a food truck alley to a steampunk street dedicated to all steampunk enthusiasts. There are teapot races, which is something that goes on with the steampunk world. Look it up, it's awesome. There's everything from face painting to a live car wrap. They are wrapping a visual effect around a car of the Nautilus from 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, which is considered a steampunk situation there. So.
We were actually invited to come down. We're friends of some of the locals down here, and they're like, hey, you know, they're doing Steampunk this year. Why don't you come on down? So we decided to. We do one-of-a-kind prop making. As you can see in here, we've got everything from Titanic to 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, and if you can think it, we can make it. But they also even decided down here, since I was doing Captain Nemo, they kind of threw in a bonus and decided to wrap my car down here to look like the Nautilus. So it's kind of a, yeah, we're gonna be there. This is Captain Nemo's dive suit, and it took about 740 hours worth of work, combinations of metalwork, woodwork, leatherwork, sewing, wiring, because everything we do, we try to make stuff where it actually works. So it's like inside the helmet, it lights up. The backpack for the air tank has all kinds of moving parts in there. So we do stuff that way just to make sure that it gives that extra pop. Because there's nothing cooler when somebody sits there and goes, oh, it'd be really cool. Oh my God, that works. It's like, yep, it does. Well, we've had 56 inches of rain, so that's been a nice little few days to come down and dry out a little bit. But it was kind of intriguing thinking about a convention that is outdoors. Usually every one we do, everything's inside of the convention center, but to think of it done as a street fair style, you know, it's kind of intriguing, something a little different. we used to live down here in the Orlando area, so it's kind of fun that we've gotten to meet up with a bunch of our friends who've come down to see us while we're here. And it's been really cool that it's a mixture of everything all in one shot. Thank you to all the folks in Polk County. You guys have put on a great event here. To Sean, the promoter, excellent work. And we're really looking about possibly coming back again. We really enjoyed ourselves, so we might try to make this a yearly trip.
SyFy Bartow is in my heart. My wife Lori and I dedicate almost all year long to make this event happen with our friends from the Bartow Chamber, Main Street Bartow Incorporated. All the shops on Main Street, from the restaurants to the boutiques, all get involved. This is for them. This is to draw awareness to downtown Bartow and for help them with their businesses, get a little bit more foot traffic in their brick and mortar businesses.
Demonstration?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Unfortunately, too windy to fully deploy, but I can show you that they do move. I would just go straight up into a tree if I went to full length. So.
We have the Steampunk musical that is being written. They previewed it and tested it on stage today. My good friend Gretchen is a playwright, and it was really turned out really well from what I understand, and they're going to do it again this afternoon. It's a tragic story from steampunk time. It's a love story.
Well, if back in time we made mistakes, well, so sit and cry, be delighted.
Won't let you be so sweet, little me, pay no mind. Time passes by, you should be quick and not try to flitter and fly to the world, stay blind. For those who stray soon don't find their way.
Here in New Common, our fractions are broken in two. The ruling elite and the kind in the street don't mix, but we make do. Here in New Common, our fractions are broken, it's true. By chance and elites you happen to meet, they'll snub their noses at you. Here in New Common, our factions are broken in good. The kind of street you avoid to greet is generally understood. We live as merchants or unable to understand. To rule ourselves is a myth, for the commoner we have planned. When everyone knows their place, it's easy to live in peace. To each his own separate space. Democracy, this is New Common, not Greece. For the good of all, we build up this wall and maintain the upper hand. Here in New Common, we keep to ourselves and let newcomers dwell a status quo maintain. There's something we can all agree, the future is good and bright. Enter our legacy, the sun of newcomer is light.
We have panel discussions all day long, from everything from prop building to teaching comics in a classroom situation. We have 2 live entertainment stages this year. Our main stage, stage 1, we have all sorts of activities going on all day. Stage 2, there's a live podcast going on with interviews with some of our local celebrities. We don't do the big mainstream celebrities. We stick to the guys behind the scenes.
And a listen. You can follow us on iHeart, iTunes, Spotify, practically anywhere where you get your social media.
I know you see what you're making of our science. Those are leaving the rest of us behind. For the rest of us die.
My persona name is Edison A. Wellington. I was born in 1851 in Stockbridge, Massachusetts. I discovered at a very early age that I was interested in astronomy, mathematics, physics, and biology. With those talents developed in through the universities of the area, I began to do research. And I met the protege of my life, which was Tesla, Nikola Tesla, and he was a big believer in time travel. That's what got me into the time travel business. So I began to do research, and I made several time machines. The first time machine that I built, it worked so well, it disappeared without me. The second time machine was a little bit better. I put some stop gaps in it, and I actually saved it. The third one is the one you see on my back. It is my portable, so I am able to use that to move through time. I move on a very, very short interval of time because I do not use the mainstream continuum to travel on. I use the ripples. These ripples are much lower energy required to transport me through time. That is my story about my persona, or who I am. Now, my machine that I built is a conglomeration of things that I discovered various places, yard sales, thrift shops, and many other locations too numerous to even begin to mention. Those pieces and parts came together to show you what I have. My thought on them was all in a functional piece, of which, of course, none of it works, unfortunately. But the rest of it, it's all based on things that could have possibly happened. That in itself is what steampunk is all about. An era in time with a genre of industrialization, electricity, and imaginations of the world would give everyone the opportunity to do what they thought might have happened.
The average text takes your eyes off the road for nearly 5 seconds. Stop the texts. Stop the wrecks. Visit us at stoptextstoprex.org.
So what you're looking at is my mint 2006 black Crown Victoria, believe it or not. Well, it was until the girl with her license that she had for 6 days pulled out and clipped me in the front of my car. That's how this whole thing started. I got in an accident, was on my way to work one morning. The insurance company wanted to total it, you know, old beat up Crown Victoria. They paid me a little bit of money, I got to keep it. And instead of just putting a fender back on it, I decided I wanted to make a fun car. I took the transmission out of it, put a Mustang running gear in it, manual transmission, and that wasn't enough. It needed to look cool. I wanted the rat rod look. So I ground all the paint off, took bleach, peroxide, and salt, made the rust that you see, and what you have after a year of getting it and fine-tuning it to see what you get is now the Apocavic. Apocalypse with Crown Victoria, Apocavic.
Well, mine is the Ecto 1X. That's the Chevy HHR in the middle. And had the car almost 10 years now. Always wanted to do a Ghostbuster car. Actually, I've always wanted to do a movie car. We were originally going to do a DeLorean time machine, and that is a lot of work. And then I started getting into costuming and Ghostbusters, and I was like, you know, it'd be awesome to have an Ectomobile. And not just like the 59 Cadillac, but do a modern version. Like if they had Spawn franchises and they had to reinvent the car today. So we looked at the Heritage High Roof, the HHR, and just loved the appeal of it, you know, the kind of retro styling. Ryan O'Neill, who's also in our group, he has the Ford EcoSport. Again, I believe he took the exact same approach of just wanting to have kind of a modern car. Mark Newport's car is the the Chevy over here. I can't really speak that much of as far as what he's put into it, but I know he's put a lot of work into it. He's updated a lot of the stuff on it. That's the thing about the cars. You always start with an idea. You start with the car, the concept, and then over time you're just always adding things to it. It's like it's never finished. Well, SyFy Bartow, this is our 3rd year. We've been coming out as Ghostbusters every year. They always put us at the end of the street with a big setup, so everybody's rounding through, seeing all the cars, always stops at us and gets photos, so it's a lot of fun. We love it. I mean, it's outside and it's Florida, so it's got its pros and cons, but you know, the outdoor environment is great for the cars, and just seeing the people walking through, kind of reliving their childhood, going from the Knight Rider to the DeLorean to the, you know, Pikachu bug, and then Jurassic Park and the Ghostbusters. Just, you know, you have like a kindred childhood familiarity with everybody. I love it. Well, my group's the Suncoast Ghostbusters. We're based in the Tampa Bay area. We dress up all the time for different charity events. We do events all over Florida, and we love to associate with the other groups. Mark here, the one with the car behind me, has his own group. Orange County Ghostbusters. Orlando area. The Orlando Ghostbusters are also around here. They're actually in Shield today. We've also had a couple other groups stop by. That's the cool part about it, is there's groups all over Florida, but we all love to intermingle and do things together. So.
This car started off as a 2003 Corvette. My son changed my mind to doing it to Iron Man. So it took 3 years in the process, in the garage, week after week, talking to different vendors about wheel sizes. And then I decided to go with the theme of Iron Man because I'm a Marvel fan, as you can see. Even made a tattoo, I got a watch made, custom seats, and a lot of money into it in time. This is my first time to this event. They called me yesterday, last minute. I said, of course. This is my first time here, and I love it. Welcome to do it next year again. Okay, this car is custom-made air ride, custom-made body kit, as you can see, is one of. I got an LS1 turbocharged in the front, 650 horsepower. Everything is custom made to this car, up to the paint. Candy apple, champagne, burgundy, ostrich interior, custom TVs, you name it, I have it. I do not have a coffee machine yet. I do about 42 shows a year. I get about 250 trophies a year for specialties. Plus I go out of state a lot. Nopi, import face-off, hot import night. So I do travel a lot. And I only drive this in the state of Florida. Out of Florida, I trailer it.
We have 150 vendors this year that are repeat. A lot of them are local from the Polk County area. We have a car show with almost 75 cars in it this year. If I was going to sum up SyFy Bartow in one word, I couldn't. The only word that comes to my mind is amazing.
What is it, Michael? I am the voice of Light Industry 2000's microprocessor, KITT for easy reference, the kit if you prefer.
We are the Florida Klingons. A group made up of several Klingon fandoms. Let me introduce who is present. We have Second Lieutenant Karan, Captain Kalan, Admiral Corvette, my mate, General Jakla, Lieutenant Commander Shipwick, Lieutenant Commander Karma, and I am Captain Killian. We have invaded SyFy Bartow and have successfully conquered.
We are a warrior race. One of our epithets is conquer or die. Homerak Za, we must conquer to live.
We're going to cut to the side of your head.
We try to do a lot of activities, fun, family-oriented, to bring them into the downtown. Third Friday of every month, we do our Friday Fest, different theme each month. A lot of fun, bands. In October, we do the Honeybee Craft Fair, where we open up the streets like this again with, vendors. The events that we have, the money that we raise goes back into that, into the downtown to enhance it and the beautification of it.
Darth Vader and Stormtrooper.
You know? No, it's about you. There you go.
It's all it takes is just one little, what do you say?
That's right. Give it up for Tony Stark.
Hello, I'm the Doctor.
What? 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 What?
show these people what you got. I love this. It's awesome. You guys are steampunking
Steampunk Star Trek.
Diesel Punk Star Trek. I love it. You guys are amazing. There'd be whales here. A Ghostbuster logo with a top hat on it. So shoot, let's vaporize the audience real quick. All right, there you go. Give it up for my steampunk Ghostbuster. Wait, let me turn this knob. Is that better? I was like, God. I'm like, what? What do you got? Oh, it's Game of Thrones. And who are we cosplaying today?
Merida from Clan Dunbrook.
Nice! Go out there and do a little turn for us, see what you got. Awesomeness. I am so glad I did not judge this thing this year.
I am Marana Taravana. I am a French Parisian fashion designer turned demon huntress.
Demon Huntress.
We are Her Royal Majesty, Jacaranda Pansiana, Queen of the Flower Fairies.
The Flower Fairy Queen.
My steampunk character name is Penelope T. Edison.
Steampunk Thor. Office Depot has shredders on sale this weekend at half price. So who you cosplaying today? Master Shredder.
Oh, I'd die if you said yes. I'd fall to pieces at the thought of it. In ways I couldn't say, I'd love life a little more this way. If you'd only stand beside me, won't you wanna stand beside me? Won't you stand beside me?
If you've never been, mark your calendar. February, the third Saturday every February, right here downtown Bartow. It's a lot of fun.